Hey everybody, Coach Hobson here, Lumberton High School head girls soccer coach. I hope you're all doing well through this time. I hope you're not going crazy like I am. If you're getting this video, it's because you subscribed to our Remind, either through the high school or through the middle school. And what we're about to show you is a video, some demonstrations, and some workouts that you can do. We have 4 different videos: an A Day 1, a B Day 1, an A Day 2, and a B Day 2. So it's a 4-day-a-week workout program that you can do for 1 hour a day for 4 days. And you can mix that up any way that you want to. For instance, you can do a workout for an hour on Monday, and then Tuesday, take off Wednesday, and do another workout Thursday, and another one on Friday. Or you can just do the A Day 1 and the B Day 1 throughout the entire week 4 times, and then save the other one for the next week. So we're going to keep this up for the entire month of April, so you continue to work on this as you improve, try to push yourself, try to work out with more intensity so you can get more out of it. I promise you, if you do these with the most intensity that you have, you're going to get worn out. So it's a pretty good workout. Some of the stuff in it is unique and it's fun, and so I really hope you enjoy it. If we don't go back to school until May, then we'll have a new one ready to go. See you guys later. We'll miss you.
Okay guys, this is A Day 1, Lesson 1, and it is single leg skill development. Alright, and in that skill development session, we're going to be doing different things, and the first thing we're going to be doing is single leg sole rolls, forward and backwards. Alright, so the single leg sole roll, we're going to do right foot, and then we're going to do left foot. Okay, and then in a minute, you're going to scroll down the bottom of the screen when our demonstrators are doing it, and you're going to see how many sets and how many reps we need to do this, all right? But it's real simple. You're just tapping like you would do toe taps, and you're just going to tap the bottom of your foot, the ball of your foot, on the top of the ball, and slightly roll the ball forward and get a lot of reps. It's not about rolling the ball very far forward and chasing it. It's about getting a lot of reps and hopping on your other foot. So it's going to look like this. Okay, getting a lot of reps. And then obviously as you're forward and you want to come back, it's the same thing, getting a lot of touches on the ball, and then you would switch legs, going with the left foot, a lot of touches on the ball, and then you would go back, a lot of touches on the ball. All right guys, and this is going to be a demonstration of what 1 rep looks like. Down and back with your right foot, and then down and back with your left foot. Ready? Play. Tap, 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 tap. Quick, 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 quick. Stay right over the ball. Back, 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 back. Right over the ball. Alright guys, and this is your next skill for single leg foot skill development. It is called the lateral roll. We're going forwards with the inside of our foot leading, and then we'll go back with the same foot with the outside of our foot leading. Okay, and this is going to be what 1 rep looks like for the lateral sole roll. Ready? Play. Use the outside of your pinky toe. Good. Come on, stay with it. Keep your chin over the ball. Good. Stay over, bend your knees. Good. Athletic stance. Good wheel all the way through. Good. Well done. Alright guys, this is the 3rd skill in our single leg skill development. And it is the push-pull. So we're going to do this with the right foot as we're moving forward, and then we're going to switch up and we're going to do it with our left foot as we're moving forward, right? So we already know if you want to practice this and get used to it, you can stay in one spot. You're just going to pull it back with the bottom of your foot, push it back with the outside of your foot, okay? But then as we do it in here, as we're going 5 yards and coming back, we're going to want to move with the ball going forward. Okay, so 1 rep of this exercise, you're going to go down, pull, push with your right foot till you get to this end, 5 yards. And then when you go back, you use the opposite foot, all the way down, push, pull. All right, that will be 1 rep. Ready? Alright, so the next exercise in our single leg skill development is going to be pull push, just like we did in the last drill, but this is going to be using the inside of your foot. So you're going to tap it back with the sole of your foot and then push it forward with the inside of your foot. So as you're moving forward, this is what it's going to look like. Pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. Okay, and so here's what one repetition of the pull push using the inside of your foot looks like. Ready? Go. Tap, 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 tap. Alright guys, and our last exercise for our first skill development, our single leg skill development, is inside outside. Okay, so we're going to be balancing again on one foot, and we're going to be slightly touching the ball with the inside of our foot and then the outside of our foot. We're not going to put that foot down. So just like every drill we've done so far, we're just going to be moving forward with quick hops and moving forward at a slow pace. We'll get a lot of touch. So tap, 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 tap. Okay, so here's what one rep of the inside outside looks like. You'll come down with your right foot, inside outside, turn around, go back with your left foot. Ready? Play. Tap, 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 tap. Okay guys, this is day 1 and this is lesson 2. Lesson 1 was the single leg skill development, and lesson 2 we're going to be working on juggling. We're going to be working on some agilities. All right, so the first part of this is 1 minute of head juggling. This is what it looks like. Play. Okay, keep the ball in the air. As it goes down, good. Keep going for 1 solid minute. Try to get as many strings together as you can. Remember what the last one was and try to get more this time. 2, 3, 4. Oh, you could have got another one. That means you got to lay out for it to get the next one. All right, so here's the second drill we're going to do in lesson 2 of day 1. This is throw, trap, and sprint dribble. All right, so you're going to start from a kneeling position. The ball's in front of you. You're going to toss the ball up. You're going to jump to your feet, catch it on your chest, touch it with your foot, and then sprint off 2 hard touches to get away. Ready? Up, chest, foot, take off. Okay, so it is a more difficult task. So I suggest to you that to start off with, you start from a standing position just so you can get tossing it up, leaning back to create a flatter surface to catch the ball, and catching it with your foot, and then take off dribbling. All right? So go ahead, guys, play. Lean back. Nice flat surface. Okay, so now we're going to go from the kneeling position, guys. Ready? Play. Toss it up high enough, get up quickly. Go ahead and start over. When you mess up, go ahead and grab it. Toss it up higher, higher. Foot first before the ground. Chest, foot. Done. Yes, get up. Good chest, foot. Dribble, 2 touches. Get up, and your foot. Come on, Adam, get in back over here. Okay, so the next drill in day 1, lesson 2, is going to be thigh juggling. And this one, like heading, you're going to do for 1 minute as well. Then you just keep going. Right, so as many juggles as you can get. Try to alternate thigh to thigh. But obviously, like it would be in the game, you can't predict always where it's going to go. If you have to use the same one twice, then go ahead and do that. So as many reps as you can get. 1 minute. Ready? Play. Go. Keep the ball up. Keep going, keep going. I'd like to see you try to go for that again instead of catching it. Keep going. Good. Good. Don't catch it with your hands in the air. Let it hit the ground. All right, good. Pick it up. Keep going. All right, come on back in with us, Autumn. Use both legs. Try to alternate. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. You got to develop both feet. Right, left, right, left, right, all right, left. So the next drill we're going to do in lesson 2 is we're going to, again, from our knees, we're going to toss the ball high into the air. We're going to hop to our feet. And we're going to catch the ball on our thigh, take it off our foot, and dribble with speed. All right? Like this. Okay, guys, and so like before, when we were tossing the ball, catching on our chest, we're going to give you a simpler way to start off to give you a little more success and confidence to be able to do this from the ground. And when you do this from the ground, you're going to do this for 2 minutes, as many reps as you can possibly get. So be intense, be explosive, hurry up and get your ball, get back on the ground, get back up, okay? So we're going to start from the standing position once again. And in this one, it's 2 minutes, and the previous one when we did off the chest, it's going to be 2 minutes too, okay? So from the standing, off your knee, off your foot, take off dribble, okay? Ready, click. Knee, foot, take off dribble. 2 touches, pick the ball up quickly. Good. Knee, foot, take off dribble, 2 touches, good. Pick it up. Good. Don't have to go very far, just want to get 2 powerful touches. One more, let's go. Come on, Will. Boom, touch, good. And well done. And now we're going to go from the knees, toss the ball in the air, off the knee, catch it with a foot, sprint, dribble. 2 minutes, many reps as you can. Ready? Play. Many reps as you can. Knee, foot. Good. 2 touches. Come back. Good. Pick it up. Hurry. Come on. Quick, quick, quick. That's okay. Go on, go on, go on. Count as many as you can in 2 minutes. Good. Knee, foot. Come on. Knee to foot. Knee to foot. Get that knee up higher, Annie. Try to trap it. Good, foot, dribble with speed. Good, touch the foot, hit the ground. Okay guys, so the next drill in lesson 2 of A-Day 1 is going to be alternate foot juggling. Okay, so alternate foot juggling, you're going to do this for 1 minute and try to get as many reps as you can in a row. Ready? Play. Right, left, right, left, right, left. If you do the same foot twice, you got to start over. Do it right, left, good, Annie. Come on, Annie. Keep alternating your feet. Right, left, right, left, right, left. Don't let the ball touch your body. That's part of your control on them. There you go. Keep going. Good up, Will. I like the creativity. Great job. All right, guys. So the last drill of lesson 2 is toss, catch with your foot, and then dribble off 2 touches, and it looks like this. And so for this drill, as you may have noticed in my demonstration, we're going to do this from seating position, which is a little more difficult, but I think they can do it. So let's see if they can. From the seating position, 2 minutes for this drill, as many reps as you can. Ready? Go! With your foot! Take off, good, Annie! Sit down, do it again. Hurry, you're going to beat them. No, you gotta get all the way on your feet. Good, Annie. Annie has 2. Come on. Sit down. Go quicker. Go quicker. Oh, you... Back over here. Go this way. Okay, so as you might have noticed, it was more difficult for them to do that drill, catching it on their foot and taking off, which is a simpler skill, but it's more difficult because they were starting from the ground, sitting down instead of kneeling, okay? You can make all of these drills that we just did, where you're tossing the ball and catching the ball with your chest, with your thigh, or with your foot, more difficult if you go from the standing down to the kneeling, down to the sitting, and the most difficult one would be the cross leg sitting. Right over left, and you have to come out from there, and you have to catch the ball and dribble off. So if you want to challenge yourself, see if you can get all the way to there. All right, guys, so lesson 3 of A-Day 1 is the figure 8, all right? So figure 8 is 1 figure 8 is 1 rep, all right? And we're gonna do 6 reps, okay? And that is 1 set, okay? So come on, Annie. The figure 8 is designed for you to burst and dribble with speed, dribble with pace, and then get to a cone and break down and lower your center of gravity to circle around the cone, all right? So start from this side, Annie. Dribble with speed as fast as you can. Go between the cones, around, back between the cones, and around. Ready? Play. Good. Break out. Fast, fast, fast. Go toward the cone. Go toward the cone. Keep it in tight. Tight, 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 tight. Good. Break out, break out, break out as fast as you can, as fast as you can, as fast as you can. Now slow down. Slow down. Turn, 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 turn. Good. Go, 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 go. Fast. You can touch the ball a little farther on the breakout. Tight, 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 tight. Break out. Go. Fast. Fast. Good job. Well done. All right, guys. So this is lesson 4. Technical speed and endurance of A-Day 1. This is exercise 1 of that entire session. So this first drill is a 25-yard interval, which includes the ball. You're first gonna sprint dribble 25 yards, then you're gonna backpedal without the ball, back to the starting line, then you're gonna sprint, collect your ball, and you're gonna sprint dribble back. Are you ready, Will? as fast as you can, go as hard as you can on every section. Ready? Play. Go, 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 go. Fast, 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 fast. Stop the ball on that line. And boom. Back pedal, back pedal. Stay low, stay low, stay low. Just look for this tone when you get back to me. You hear my voice. Good. When you get here, go. Go. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Get there quickly. Turn with the ball. Quickly and get back. Come on. Dribble all the way through. Keep the ball all the way through. Possession all the way here. Don't kick it. Good. Possess through. Well done. All right, so lesson 4, exercise 2 are shuffles. All right, so we have a marker. We put the ball down by our right foot. We put a marker approximately 10 yards away to the other side. So we're gonna stay low. We're gonna bend our knees. We're gonna keep a low center of gravity. And we're gonna shuffle to the marker and shuffle back. That's 1, so that's 20 yards. And we're gonna do that 5 times for 1 set. All right, good athletic stance. Have your hands outside your body, elbows bent, as low and fast as you can go. Down and back. Ready? Go. Tap, 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 tap. Don't let your feet come together. Tap, 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 tap. All the way back, all the way back. Keep your eyes up. Don't look down. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. Then come on back. Don't cross your feet over. Don't cross your feet over. Good job. That's it. All right, guys. And the third exercise in lesson 4 of day 1 is karaoke. It's the same thing as we did with the shuffle. Instead, you're going to do karaoke. So you're going 10 yards down, 10 yards back. That's 1 rep. And you're gonna do that 5 times for 1 set, all right? So, ready? Karaoke, play. Good, keep your eyes up, keep your eyes up, keep your eyes up. Don't look down at your feet. Going back. Quicker, quick, 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 quick. Don't hold in the air. Tap, 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 tap. Good job, well done, Annie. Okay, so the last exercise of lesson 4 on day 1 is you're gonna pass the ball 25 yards, then you're gonna sprint to that ball and collect it, and then sprint, dribble back all the way 25 yards. Okay? Ready? And you're gonna do this twice. And play. Kick it. Sprint, 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 sprint. All the way there. Hurry, hustle, get your ball. Collect it and come back. Quick, quick, as fast as you can. Fast as you can. Fast as you can. Fast as you can. Turn around, do it again. Oh, crap. Turn around, do it again. Kick and run. Come on, come on, come on. Keep control. Sprint, sprint, sprint as fast as you can. You'd be better if you use both feet. Great job, great job. All right, guys, so to end the day with a little bit of fun and something that's going to give you the confidence in playing the sport is we're going to end with some 1v1 skills, all right? So these are skills that you're going to want to practice. You can put these 2 skills together as you're going to learn a little bit, but one of these skills is an attacking move to go past somebody that's defending you, and one of these skills is a change of direction, a quick change of direction skill that you could do if somebody's coming to attack you when you have the ball, okay? All right, so the first skill, like I said, was an attacking move. It's called a lunge. You're gonna lunge one way, turn your body and shoulders and hips, and then take the ball the other way, and this is how it looks. Okay, so the next move, like I said, is a change of direction. It's not so much to beat somebody if you're dribbling forward, but if you happen to have the ball and you're at a standstill, you just received it, and somebody's attacking you and you notice them out of your peripheral, this is a great move to pull the ball and get around them. This is a pull V, single leg. So if I get the ball here and there comes the attacker, I pull the ball and I go the other way.